Alright, we are back in Path of Exile 2. Last time, for those who missed it, we beat Act 3. Now, the way it is set up right now is they haven't finished Acts 4, 5, and 6. So you do Act 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on a very harder difficulty, and then end game content. So we are in Act 1 for the second time, which is basically the placeholder for Act 4. However, back in Act 3, we did not finish some of the side content. And the side content gives you some permanent bonuses, like permanent, 10 resist fire, permanent life, stuff like that. So we are going to hop back over here and finish this side quest before we continue. Now that you've gotten through the run of the main game, are you going to try the mercenary? I want to go until the end game content. I'm enjoying this character. And, oh, actually, that reminds me, though. This skill, we got this skill last time, chat.
Copper.
If any of y'all like demon ladies, we got this. Her dodge is a lot of mobility. I really like this dodge. However, you notice I've only got 3 minions right now. And now I've got a bunch. So it appears that while you're in that form, your weapons, whatever's in your hands, aren't counted. I don't know if that's intended or not, but it unsummons like all my stuff. Except, well, like most of my stuff, I should say. So, as someone who has put most of my damage into summoning, that is not good for me. Because my weapons, the items that are in my hands are what allows me to power 6 of my 9 minions or something like that. So when I don't have what's in my hands, all that stuff disappears. So the way that works, oh god, this is gonna be really expensive to respec these. Because of the way it is right now, it's no good for me. So we're going to undo those points in Infernalist. If you log out in Devil form, you can see it up close in character select before logging in fully. If that fun fact, I guess. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is take this thing, Altered Flesh. 20% of cold damage you take becomes fire damage. 20% of lightning damage you take becomes fire, and 20% of physical damage you take becomes chaos. The physical thing is not great. However, the cold to fire and lightning to fire is actually kind of nice because my fire resistance is decent. It's 48%. I have more fire mitigation than I have physical or any other mitigation. So that's actually just works out nicely just because of how my gear currently is. So I'll just do that for now. So overall it'll be less damage taken. What is this?
Exile. My people.
Doriani.
Long dead. It's one thing to hear it, but another to see it. This city is nothing but a grave. I can't change their fate, but the Val are not entirely gone.
This was the guy we brought through time last time.
Her Val ancestry is proof of that. I will do what I must to protect what remains, and perhaps one day we can rebuild. For that to happen, we need the weapon. We must travel to the archipelago.
Archipelago.
If the pieces still exist, that is where they will be found.
Okay.
Go.
This is my first time seeing PoE 2. Is it a lot different or better than the original? It is slower and more impactful. So rather than have 1,000 items drop on the screen, you might have 1 or 2, and they're more impactful on your character. Rather than be mowing down hundreds of dudes at a time, you'll be fighting a few, and they're dangerous. You know, not like on a Dark Souls level, but it's like if you compare Dark Souls to another RPG, you know, like even the small mobs can be dangerous if you don't respect them. So it's kind of like that. You've got, dodging, you've got active blocking if you choose to use a shield, stuff like that. I like it. Now, I liked PoE 1 too. I have almost 2,000 hours in it. But PoE 2, I do like how it's, a little bit slower and more impactful. Because, like, I never used the builds of what I'm about to describe, but if you ever watched, like, really high-end PoE streamers, their endgame builds were just like blink, 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 blink. It was like watching a seizure. Like, every time they clicked their mouse, they would teleport another screen and kill 500 enemies, and it would just boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I like that this is not that.
Returning with Doriani was an inspired move. As the foremost expert on the beast that ever lived, he is exactly the man we need. I doubt we can trust him in a broader sense, But for the moment, our goals are aligned. He wishes to contain the beast, and so do we. If he thinks we should travel south to Namakanui, then so we shall. This weapon of the precursors, it may just be our best hope. Move swiftly.
Okay. So, we did the respec that I wanted to do. And let's go back to... Alright, Molten Vault. There's some kind of quest thing in here that I haven't done. It's a pretty cool place. Kind of reminds me of the structures the Chaos Dwarves have in Warhammer. Lever. Oh.
Knock, knock.
What did we just do? Oh, we opened up a passage behind it. Yo, how much lava was in that thing? The answer is apparently just yes. Door. Why would you want 100 trash items? I'd rather have less and let it be good. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the hope. Like, this is a hot take that I think a lot of PoE players might not agree with just because they're used to the way the game is. But I feel like if playing the game requires you to have a loot filter, nothing would be lost if you redesigned the game. Like if you made it to where less stuff drops. Like I don't think that's a feature that's like brag worthy. One rare per map's not a lot of rares. True. But it feels a whole lot better when you find a unique in this because they are rare. Also, most of my best gear I've gotten so far was from the merchants in town. So if you're playing this, make sure to check the merchants periodically. They can have some really good stuff. Like really good stuff. Now, there is a middle ground, too, right? Let's say that you believe that there was, like, too much loot in PoE 1, and you can believe that this is too little loot, right? Like, there is a middle ground. It is completely possible that we've gone from one extreme to the other. I do believe that, oh, Prismatic Ring. I do believe that, like, if they kept it the way it is right now in terms of loot, I would be okay with that. If they increased the loot a bit, I would be okay with that. This is EA, please, and every surprise running a shower definitely. Yeah, well, I mean, it's early access, so they're going to have to tweak things. The thing, though, is they've clearly got this is not just supposed to be PoE, right? This is supposed to be different. So the question is, what is their vision for the game, you know? Because they will tweak things until they get it to how they like it. So the question is, how is that? How is it that they're going to want it to be? So we will see. You know, the early access that's supposed to be 6 months to a year just started, so we will see how it turns out. Checkpoint. What's going on here? Is there a way to drain that out? It is really odd to have a checkpoint there. Guess who's back? Back again. Apparently it's biscuit time. I am not allowed to interfere. Has Mud gotten uniques though? I've gotten 2, yes. Yeah, I got a ring and a wand. I've since out leveled them and put them in the storage.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, I've gotten a ring and a wand so far. The wand was really good for when I got it. Used it for a while. It like increased my spell damage by like 90%, and then gave me a spell that turned dead bodies into fireballs, which chased down enemies. It was pretty rad. I used it for a bit. Oh wait, there's like a bridge down there to the southeast that I missed.
I see you down there.
Oh. Sluice gate. We're just gonna dump lava on him? Arena. It's one way to enter, I guess. Defeat Mektul.
Muck.
No!
Just kidding. Chippy-doo in the Vickies.
It's Frogger now. Dude, imagine being melee on this fight. Oh my god. Okay.
Has never inspired me.
Bring the hammer to Oswald in the Ziggurat encampment. Oh, that just dead ends there. Imagine being old enough to remember Frogger. I actually don't remember Frogger itself. I've just seen so many references to Frogger that I'm quite aware of what it is. Okay, portal to sound. Bring the hammered to Oswald. Do you guys see Chip's leg? Oh my gosh. Bluebell, I hope you're not missing this.
I can't pretend to guess the consequences of what you've done here. I'm not one to give lectures. If you think it's the best course of action, I can only hope that you are right. I promise you this. If I end up dead because of this Doriani fellow, I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of time. Came back alive, did ya? I'll organize the men. We'll start carting the gold out of here. No sign of old Kamasa, eh? Well, then he won't miss it. Keep anything you're able to lift out of there yourself. Let's call it a finder's fee, eh? I'm feeling generous today. Considering we actually found treasure and all came out alive.
This is weak.
If you hear a click, duck.
Okay. I don't know what this tab is. Oh, it's delirium. Okay. And for that to go there. Alright, let's identify. Mike, did you see that when season 2 of Last Evox arriving? No. I did not.
Here to help.
Don't need that, don't need that. +1 to all melee skills.
Keep your eyes shut.
Might hang on to that for like a future character. I've got a +2 to all melee skill, or sorry, I have a +4 all melee skills skeek.
Take care.
Go on.
Yes?
Seeing what else we got here. That's a lot of lines. That is a lot of lines. Yeah, that's an upgrade. It might mess up my strength, so I just need to make sure I respec slightly if needed.
Watch your
Okay,
step.
so I need 61 strength, we have 60. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm 1 strength short. Okay, hang on. We can fix that.
How can I...
I must keep calculating.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Now we got upgrades. Also golden gloves.
Don't drink the water.
Okay. Sweet. Enter the time point. I've already done that, but I'm gonna do this again just because, like, this just takes you to Cruel, basically Cruel Act 1, Act 4. Travel through Clearfell to the Great One. Yeah. Alright, so... Wait, portal's disabled. What? Oh my god, it's gonna make me walk again. Like a peasant. Like a poor. Stone Charm. Immune to stun. Interesting. You know you could have used the TP in town to travel, right? I was trying to get the quest to update. But now we're here. Because it specifically said go through the time portal, so I thought I had to. Stock2 Twitch, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that. Welcome. What they're adding looks promising. Are you talking about last epoch with that last statement, Banana? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, the last time, I love Last Epoch, and I still recommend it to people all the time. But the last time I played it was when they had that weird fiasco where they had to reset a season in the middle of a season. And it's like I had just finished the story on a new character, and then it got reset, and I had to start over, and I was like, I can't do it again right now. I had just hit endgame. His armor is completely gone. Shredded it too many times.
All part of my plan.
Well done.
Okay, now unfortunately, we're at the part of the story where we don't have the hooded guy in town. So, I have to use some scrolls.
Yes. Goodbye.
Level 11 skill gem. Is there anything currently on my bar? It could be 11. Bone cage. Okay, travel through Clearfell to the Greywood. Did I already get that waypoint? Check. Clearfell has Bira of the Rotten Pack I need to find. Last Epoch's adding a new faction, Sentinel Massive rework, Monolith of Fate rework, new Weaver Echoes, Tombs and Graveyards, champion enemies, new bosses, new endgame crafting. Sweet. Sounds like a sizable patch. Have you seen Pirate Software as a PoE build just like yours? Fire, Wall, Skulls, and the Boys? No, I haven't. Clearly he's a man of culture as well. What are you running on the SRS now? Still running the poison plus armor shred thing, I think. I don't know that I have a third thing on them. Let me see. Oh, Vitality. As long as there's a 1 SRS alive, I'm healing 1% of max health per second. It's nice in those boss fights where you're taking constant chip damage to save some potions. Since your potions are limited in the fights. Potato King, sure. Where's that button? There it is. Okay. Potato of Exile. Oh, that hurt. Woodsman's Walker. Checkpoint. Abandoned stash.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site.
No.
Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Nasty. That's back to town. What's the name of the thing I'm looking for again? Bira of the Rotten Pack. Checkpoint. She in the dead middle. There we go. She's spooky. Whoa. Whoa, look at the latency, chat. Oh my god, I can barely move. Ah!
How useful.
Oh my god, what's happening? Head of the Winter Wolf permanently grants plus 10% cold resistance. Nice. Oh my god, the lag. Alright, well, we did what we need to do here. Next zone. Save me, zone line.
The Grellwood has turned foul.
Okay. Let's see. So we're okay, we're over here. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff to do in the Grellwood.
I think I prefer it this way.
The game shows lag. Yeah, if you... Someone else showed me this the other day. If you hit F1 2 times, it pulls up the latency meter in the top right. I think that might have been a thing in PoE 1 as well. Just, I think it's just something that I never used. Let's see. Ah, here we go.
The sister in the Grellwood. Curious.